Hello, my name is Caleb Molnar, and this is part 3 of the Ccr Question 3. The question is, how did your production skills develop through this project? So, my production skills developed through this project initially. So, to start off the project, we had to record our establishing shots and our walking through halls to get the perfect thing. Now, problems we saw were vertical and horizontal cameras, where like sometimes one of us would forget, or like I would forget to put the vertical and horizontal cameras on a certain way, so I'd put the vertical on through walking scenes, so we had to end up redoing that part initially. Then through the establishing, also some of the noises were a problem, trying to cancel out the noise. So instead we used a wind setting to help cancel out the noise, so you could hear the footsteps of them walking, which was a big thing because the air conditioning in the place we were filming was very loud and audible initially. So when we went through it, we made sure that we used the windbreaker, like the wind setting, to make sure that when we were walking you could hear the footsteps initially. And even then, adding the music to that part made it show that there's no noise of outside things at all, and all you could hear was the footsteps. This made it very clear that it was a thing. And getting multiple angles on it also helped with behind and different things like that. And close to initially, we also had problems with cameras being too shaky, to where like if you recorded something, the initial shake of the camera had an issue recording the thing, because motion blur and things like that with the physical camera, because to hold an upward angle when we're recording behind the three bullies who are going after the little brother Jake, through there we have to have a high camera angle, just what we base off of, to get a good shot of them chasing after, which in there it was hard for me to keep a good angle on it without moving, to which it had improved through the film, because later on when we were getting action scenes and different stuff like that, doing quick shots of when actions such as the kicks and pulling off the backpack and different stuff like that had to be more still than normal, or where even then when we're running through the hall chasing after the bullies, that's a point where we had good camera movement that was not disrupting the film, which initially was an issue. And throughout, the only problem that was consistent was through the desk scene where the mother talks to the school person. There is a problem with this initial establishing had to be cut out due to how the camera angle, as it was going over the desk initially before any audio was used, that was vertical, and we were only able to use that for the time, so that had to be fully cut out, that part. So the conversation started, but ended up working better in the end because of how it was edited, to where the action stopped and then it was talking and dialogue that would be used, which was very great and seen widely. Now, through the next part of it, the final area was where we struggled with lighting a lot. Now, even then, it's not perfect, and audio through multiple things, because even then the windbreaker wasn't working, through the air conditioning and the lights were making noises. So those parts in particular, we had to just go work with it and try to still make as quiet as an effort as possible, because the audio and dialogue needed, such as sitting on the couch, getting up from the couch, and even the voice of talking needed to be in there. Otherwise, the film would not be the same as it is today. And those are how I developed and went through as the film went on, through better motion blur and less vertical and horizontal. I made sure to keep it horizontal throughout at the end. This is a very big problem that most cameras have with the iPhones, is because sometimes when the vertical, it might not be set up, but when you're holding it from a top angle, the vertical and horizontal can get mixed up very easily. But that's how during prediction, my skills got better through the project. Thank you. This is my CCR numbers 3 question.